Hey gang, Coach Machin here with Pro Brilliance Leadership Institute, and welcome to today's version of the Productivity Pit Stop. This is where we take just a few minutes to basically tighten the lug nuts, splash of gas, and fill the tank, and clean the windshield, and get you back out on the track so you can be more productive and do what you love doing. Recently, I've been in a lot of my coaching conversations with my clients. It's been coming up where they're feeling a bit of anxiety or angst with regards to a lot of the things that are going on in the world, in their life, and in their friend's life, in their client's life, and so forth. And as you know, I'm a big fan of the Stoics. And really, to sum up Stoicism, we can turn to the Serenity Prayer, which is grant me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change, the courage to change the things that I can, and the wisdom to know the difference. Now, that's great. I'm a big fan of that. And there's another piece that I believe is missing. And that piece is to have the discernment to recognize the things that we can change and yet choose not to, rather than know that we can change it and beat ourselves up because we're not changing it, because maybe we don't have enough time or energy or bandwidth or whatever it might be. So there's kind of that fourth category that I haven't seemed to find in any of the reading that I do or any of the conversations that I have with people that practice this. And so today, what I want to have you do, when you're feeling that angst or that overwhelm, is just break out a piece of paper, do a brain dump, and write down the things that are getting your attention or that you wish were different, and jot those things down. And then identify which ones are out of your control, right? You can't control the weather, you can't control gravity, yet you find ways to operate within those parameters. We can't necessarily affect or change, say, what's going on in other countries necessarily. We can't change what's going on at the Oscars, right? Whatever it might be, you can't change it. So just accept it as it is. And, there's a saying that Byron Katie, I think, says, when you argue with reality, you only lose but 100% of the time. So what's going on out there, if we try to wrestle with it and argue with it, it doesn't do us any good. So make a list and identify those things that are out of your control. Next, identify the things that you can do something about and are willing to do something about, and move those to a separate list, right? And that becomes your project list or your to-do list. And remember, time exists, so we don't have to do everything all at once. And then the other aspect of things are, what are those things that, yeah, they annoy me, they bug me, I wish they were different. Yeah, I could do something about it, but at least for right now, I'm going to make the choice to step away, to let go of it, and redirect my energy to the things that I can do something about. And you can always circle back to that, but if we can unhook from it, we'll get energy back. And one of my favorite sayings by David Allen from his book, Getting Things Done, is that people only complain about things that they think should be different, but aren't willing to take the risk to make it so. So that's what this is really all about, is stop complaining either to yourself or out into the world. Identify what you really are willing to do something about, make the list, build a plan, do it, right? There's the acronym WOOP, WOOP, that says, what's the wish? What if you could wave your magic wand, what would you like it to be? And the O is, what's the outcome, right? What's the payoff or the benefit from waving that magic wand? And as with anything, there's going to be obstacles. So that's the third O, or second O, but third letter. What's the obstacle? What's in the way of you doing what you need to do to have what you want? And then the P in WHOOP is, what's your plan? How are you going to overcome that obstacle? And according to Ryan Holiday in his book, The Obstacle is the Way, there's some wisdom there. So notice, with that obstacle, do you need to blow it up, go through it, around it, over it? What's the plan? how are you going to get to that outcome, that ultimate outcome that you want by waving that magic wand? So there you go. I want you to get back on the track. Just simply remember that serenity prayer with regards to give me the serenity to accept the things that I cannot change. Just accept it. Move on. It's a so what, now what? We also want the courage and energy to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. And then that third category of what could I change, but I'm just not willing to put in the effort to do it. So I need to thereby let go, at least for now, so that I can reclaim my energy, redirect it to what needs to be done today. So there you go. Get back out on the track. Have a great day. And thanks for checking in. Bye for now.